Hello, my name is Kevin Kasser, and I'm doing my speech on why college athletes should not get paid. There's so many arguments that college athletes should get paid for playing college sports. To start off, once college starts paying their athletes, they become employees and not students. And once they're employees, they don't have to maintain a certain GPA because they're not students anymore. They're employees, and they're there to play their sport, not to be a student anymore. So if they become employees instead of athletes, you're throwing education out the window. Because already, most students spend most of their time on their sports rather than school anyways, but if you take the student aspect out of the equation, then they're not going to take any time to deal with classes or schoolwork because they're getting paid to do their sport. And they'll focus all their time on their sport. And what will happen to the universities when everyone focuses on getting paid versus the education? They're not worried about graduating classes, their GPA, average GPA, all their students. They're worried about getting more money so they can pay these players to play sports. And where are all these colleges getting all this money to pay these athletes? Yeah, they have a lot of revenue, but they do spend a lot for those athletes' sports facilities, travel arrangement, flights, hotels, and then let alone what else they do for the university for every other student that doesn't play sports, like dining facilities, the workout facilities, gyms, pools, all the other things that benefit from those revenues. That will be taken away if you have to use that money to pay these athletes. College athletes should realize that their opportunity is a privilege and not a right. Once you start paying college athletes, the love of the game is lost because everyone's too worried about who's going to pay me the most, not worried about playing for the team they've grown up watching and love. They're going to go to the team that, oh, I can get more money from them. And because people care more about going to school that will pay them the most, they won't end up going to school that will benefit them the most in the long run, the school that will actually care about their academic future. Being a student comes first. Athlete comes second. Like in every other sport, not everyone can make a lifelong career out of it. So what happens when they can't play anymore? They're injured or can't compete with the younger players. Since they chose money over education, where's that leaving them? There's not that many homies at ESPN as a host or commentary. Like every other career, you have an internship to gain knowledge and hands-on experience to better yourself in your career field that you want to go into. And like most, they are unpaid. Think of a college athlete as a 4 to 3 year internship where you learn to better yourself as an athlete and also learn a career for free that you can fall back onto when you can't compete as an athlete anymore. Being a college athlete also helps gain experience for the next level, prove that you are worth a shot at the pros, worth the money and the fame, and that you won't crumble under pressure. Not only do they get the experience they needed for the next level, but they get a free education because of the scholarships offered for them to play for a certain college. Plus, all the connections they'll make through the boosters, the alumni, the organizations, and any company associated with that college that they can take on after college. If college athletes most of the time receive scholarships to pay for their college they are attending, most of the time that covers their tuition, room and board, classes, books, supplies, and not to mention their travel fees for all their away games. So they're getting paid to travel to all their away games for free. By the time college athletes graduate college, they are practically debt-free. Unlike all the other students who attended college that couldn't get a scholarship for sports or use the GI Bill, they were forced to take out student loans. College athletes aren't forced to take student loans because they get these scholarships. So people that don't play sports leave with student loans adding up to tens of thousands of dollars because college is expensive. So student athletes leave here debt-free, except for the personal debt they use with their own personal credit cards and whatnot. If college starts paying their athletes, then Division I colleges can buy any player they want because they have excess funds by alumni and organizations that donate to their organization. Putting D2 and Division II and Division III college at the position where they have to start taking money away from the school to pay their athletes. The money they're taking would be spent on bettering the school, like bettering the dining facilities, the libraries, the student centers, living conditions, student rec centers, workout facilities, things that benefit everybody that go to the school, not just student athletes. By taking money away from the school to pay the athletes, it's hurting everyone, not just the college athletes. According to the college factual, Minot State University has an average of 310 student athletes. That's 310 students that this college would have to pay in order to take care of the sports to actually complain about not making money. So what happens when they don't have enough money? The lower sports that aren't big money bringer in get cut. Like, not to say anything bad about women's tennis or golf, but they don't bring in as much money as football or basketball or wrestling. So since they have to worry about paying all the people on the football team, the basketball team, they're gonna have to cut some of these minor sports that don't bring in as much as revenue as all the other ones. So that eliminates the scholarships for the people that play those sports. What happens to them? They're gonna have to get student loans to attend college because their scholarships got thrown away because people wanted to make money in college. I know there's a big issue with student athletes because most of their time is spent during their team practices, workouts, team meetings, and other team activities, and it doesn't leave a lot of time for a job. And without a job, you can't afford new clothes, the new iPhone, or even plane tickets home. But all I have to say to that is it was their choice to play college sports, knowing it would be hard, time-consuming, and they knew it was unpaid. If new clothes and new phones are the thing that is more important to you than playing a game you love, then go ahead and quit and get a job. You can always get a job at play sports with an arena league, semi-pro league, a minor league team, and you can get paid, and you can still make it to the pros if you want money over an education. Money is only temporary, but an education can last a lifetime. And those are a few reasons why I think college athletes should not get paid.